Morning and welcome to the 2021-2022 Title 4A Federal Programs Monitoring presentation. As a brief introduction, I've been in the role since May of this year. I'm originally from Salt Lake City. I have a special education background. Throughout my teaching career, I've taught in 4 different states, and I'm currently licensed in both Idaho and Utah. My favorite educational quote is by George Evans: "Every student can learn not just on the same day or in the same way." In this presentation, I'm going to review the federal programs monitoring timeline, explain the new tiered monitoring process, examine the 2021-2022 federal programs monitoring tool, and explain how to prepare evidence and upload documentation for the monitoring indicators. The purpose of Title IV has 3 main priorities. First, to provide all students with access to a well-rounded education. Second, to improve skill conditions for student learning. And third, to improve the use of technology in order to improve the academic achievement and digital literacy of all students. Federal programs monitoring, notification, and training. During the spring or summer prior to the new school year, LEAs scheduled to be monitored in the next school year are notified. During late summer or early fall, LEAs are notified of dates and type of monitoring. In September or October, training is provided for LEAs being monitored. Monitoring training is also provided for all reviewers, SDE program coordinators, and contract reviewers. The LEA federal programs reviews generally occur from the beginning of November until the end of March. Each LEA to be monitored uploads documentation in the monitoring upload tool, also known as the MUT, no later than 1 month prior to the review. Reviewers and program coordinators provide technical assistance as needed before, during, and after the visit. The final report is given at the exit conference at the end of the monitoring visit. The report, which includes recommendations, findings, and actions needed, is then emailed to the administrator and federal program director. The LEA responds within 30 days with an action plan, which includes findings and actions needed, along with timeline and/or evidence for satisfying each finding. After each finding has been satisfied, the SDE emails the LEA a status report and notification closing the monitoring visit. There are 4 types of monitoring visits: on-site, hybrid, desk review, and a monitoring revisit. An on-site visit includes uploading of documents by the LEA and review of documents or evidence by the SDE coordinators and/or contract reviewers prior to the visit. It also includes district interviews, school interviews, classroom visits, and an entrance and exit conference. The hybrid visit is very similar in format to an on-site visit. The main difference is that most or all of this visit may be conducted virtually. In a desk review, the LEA still uploads documents into the monitoring tool. The SDE coordinators and our contract reviewers review the documents and additional evidence prior to the date of the monitoring. The reviewers communicate as needed with the LEA regarding particular indicators. A final report is compiled by the reviewers and shared with LEA administrative staff during an exit conference. A monitoring revisit is for LEAs which need additional assistance with particular federal programs. This is generally done as a follow-up to a monitoring visit. All reviews now require LEAs to upload documentation in the monitoring upload tool no later than 1 month prior to the monitoring date. If you're not able to meet this timeline, please reach out to us. There are 11 sections to the monitoring tool. Your LEA will upload documents for applicable indicators in the monitoring upload tool. Title 4A indicators begin with SID, Student Identification 10. This indicator addresses fund distribution methodology. Please provide documentation reflecting distribution of funds and sampling of data reviewed to determine prioritization of funds. Program 39 is the needs assessment. We're looking for evidence that a needs assessment was conducted. And that evidence will need to be provided. This may include the assessment itself or documentation that contributed to the needs assessment. Program 40 addresses funding distribution. Please provide evidence of programmatic efforts of the listed priorities, such as special programs, new and expanded course offerings, curriculum development, content alignment to standards, field trips, lesson plans, professional development, etc. are present. Program 41, coordination and community partnerships. Please provide evidence of collaboration with other schools and community-based services and programs. There are several fiscal accountability indicators for Title 4A. Please see the fiscal accountability presentation for more information on these. General federal programs monitoring information is available at the following website. Here you will find a list of LEAs to be monitored and the self-assessment tool for LEAs. Additionally, there is a document located on this page that explains the different types of monitoring reviews. To upload documents for applicable indicators, you'll need to use the monitoring upload tool or the MUT. This is housed in the SDE FTP site. There's a link to the site on the SDE Federal Programs Monitoring webpage. To log in, you will use your LEA email for the account. You will use the default password the first time you log into the MUT. The default password and more information on using the MUT will be sent to LEAs being monitored by the SDE Title I coordinator. Once you log in, you should see a folder named ESEA. You should also see your email address at the top of this page. This is also where you will change your password to one which is unique to you and will be easily remembered by you. When you click on the ESEA folder, you will then be taken to the folders for each section. These align with the Federal Program Monitoring tool. Please note the size of the folder will remain 0 at this level of file folders. When you click on a section, indicator folders will appear for a particular section. For example, if you open section 1, student identification, you'll then see the student identification folders SID 1 through SID 11. Next, click on one of the indicator folders. This is where you will upload documents for a specific indicator. Click on the upload icon, then either browse files or drag and drop files from your desktop into the folder. Note, you will see the section name and number of the indicator at the top of this web page. Please make sure you double check this information each time you upload a file to ensure each document is uploaded into the correct file folder. After you upload the file, you'll be able to see the name of the file and the size of the file. Make sure you are able to open the file. Also, please only upload Word, PDF, and Excel documents. Do not upload Google documents. Notice that after you upload a file, the size of the file remains 0, but it does note the date when the folder was modified. Unfortunately, this is a glitch in the FTP system, nothing we can change. Reminder, all files are to be uploaded in the FTP site, also known as the Monitoring Upload Tool or the MUT, no later than 1 month before the date of monitoring. At the end of the monitoring, a final report will be completed by the SDE and shared with the LEA Federal Programs Administrative Team during an exit conference. If there are any findings and actions needed on any of the indicators, The LEA has 30 days to submit an action plan. The LEA will submit the action plan with timeline and any additional documentation to the Title 1A coordinator. Note, the LEA may also be asked by the reviewers to upload additional documentation during or after the monitoring. After all indicators have been satisfied, the federal program's monitoring is closed. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask for clarification or technical assistance at any time. Thank you for your exceptional work in educating the students of Idaho. The federal programs team is glad to support you in this endeavor. Together, we do make a difference in the lives of students throughout our great state. Please feel free to reach out at any time. Thank you.
Some days feel like that, yes.